Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper One and here's your news for the day. A law will take effect coming up in January in California. It was passed in 2018 and it will deal with animals, particularly in hogs and pork. It will need to be, any meat brought in will have to be California compliant. So this is going to drive up the price. It also will change some rules for slaughterhouses, and they will have to make a computer and tracking system so they can track every piece of pork that comes into California. They say this is probably going to raise the price of pork in California by 60%. Also, China is showing an economic slowdown, and they have come up with some more stimulus for their businesses. Delta variant has made it to China, and there are millions of people in China on lockdown. This probably can lead to some factories shutting down, which will then put more problems on the supply chain. VP Harris has won. She is in the first place position for the most unpopular vice president for the first 6 months of her job. Iran has claimed responsibility for the drone attack on the ship. This was a revenge for the Israeli attack on the Syrian military airport. Also, Australia has been using helicopters and soldiers to enforce their world's strictest COVID lockdown. There is a $500 fine for very minor offenses. They're asking for 80% of the people to be vaccinated, and then they will reopen. Right now, I think it's 17% vaccinated. Germany has had large, massive protests. Over 600 people have been arrested. Basically, if you're not vaccinated in Germany, they want to make it where you cannot go anywhere. You can't even provide a negative COVID test. They will not accept that. The only thing that will be acceptable is full vaccination. Moderna and Pfizer has raised their price of their vaccines 25%. This is funny, seeing they've received billions in subsidies with public money to develop this. Now I can see why they're pushing a third booster shot. Kathy Griffin, the one that held up the severed head of Donald Trump, has announced that she has lung cancer and she'll need to have surgery. Also, the U.S. women's soccer team lost to Canada 1-0. So U.S. women's soccer team will now be playing for the bronze. They have to win to receive the bronze medal. Also, the New Zealand transgender weightlifter was eliminated from competition. Finally, Portland, Oregon is reinstating their Portland Gun Violence Reduction Team. This was a very prestigious position to have. It was dismantled a year ago and they're bringing it back. One of the qualifications is the ability to fight systemic racism. The ability to fight systemic racism. I think they should worry about fighting murder. They have 53 murders so far this year. If any news breaks during the day, you'll hear it first on Southern Prepper One. Thanks for watching.